Hooray, hooray, I think it's working. Oh, they can't hear me yet. Maybe. Hello, everybody. I hope it's a good commercial. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Roadshow number 52. Great. And Ashlyn was scheduled to be our guest today to go through her Cake Dimension contest entries, but she's not feeling well and had to cancel, so we decided that we would take a peek at some of Feendish's most recent builds. You know, I recently caught her working on dimension number 85. If you saw my tweet, which was an advertisement for this roadshow, you saw the screenshot that I got of her when I was in there spying on her. So, there's a little bit of news this week. What is it, Feendish? Could they hear me?
Maze kits and showed up on the DTS this week. Corn maze kits, autumn winter hedges, just like the summer pressed ones, but in autumn colors. Those were on BTS, and then there's a new terrain paint, Prone Earth terrain paint.
I love that one. I can't wait. Cool. Now we're getting a rear view of today's Spiridera outfit. Hopefully you noticed when we had the front view. Before we get started, I wanted to show you something here. This is my friend list version of the dimension window, and I just want to show you how many there are. What you call it? Feendish, Spiridera. Look, look, look. Look, I'm still going. I'm still going. I'm still scrolling. Still scrolling. Still scrolling. Still scrolling. And now I can air her dirty laundry. Well, actually, you can go see this too. Here's all her, dimensions she hasn't finished building yet. There are a couple of people on my friend list here. My friend lists on my tourists are not that big. But anyway, isn't that an amazing list of dimensions? Wow. So, I posted that screenshot of you working, so I thought maybe we'd do something today, something new, which is tell what we're working on right now. And I'll go first because then you're going to do a lot of talking. I decided to work on one of my anywhere dimensions because, of course, we got that cool and awesome item count upgrade. So the one I selected to work on is Last Call at Lowriders, which is a dwarf biker bar. So I'm doing a bar remodel and creating some new dwarf choppers in there. So now, Feendish, what dimension was that I caught the picture of you?
That was Feendish's Stillmore Vale. I had torn down her old one, and I had put in, I was going to put in my cake entry. I ended up not liking that base dimension. What I wanted to use was Stillmore Vale, so I swapped keys out the rest of it.
Cool. So we won't go to that one today because we don't like to show in progress dimensions, if we can help it. So this one that we're in now is called Simplicity, and it is on by ShopSmart. Let me hide my UE now. And I wonder if are you doing mic boost?
Yes.
And I wonder if I have a setting related to your volume. I don't think I do. I can't think of anything to help other than just try to turn your volume up to the highest, which I'm sure you've done.
It's up to the maximum.
It is. Well, just try to shout, Fiendish, while you keep working on it, and we'll go ahead and tour. So I know I talked to you a little bit about this one, so I will tell them when you were going through your list of open dimensions that you hadn't started building in, you found, I think you said you found that Stillmore Vale, but you also found this Sanguine Shores. And so you, I think, built something new in it in like 2 days or 3 days or something. So there you can see that it's Sanguine Shores. I love this dimension. So here's where we enter. And there's the Skanktastic Baradera outfit for today. So we've got this beautiful little cottage. And, I consider Feendish a master of landscaping. Even in a small one like this, she can make it be so beautiful. These are a lot of my favorite plants. Love the cherry trees. Even sedge clump I love. Isn't that pretty? I love the roof on this. And this one's fun because she has some of the new items too, so I always love seeing the new items on display in people's dimensions. But she's cheap, so she has a lot of the old items too. So we'll go around and look. And she has a new addiction. It is yellow limestone. I think we could maybe put a little bit of the blame on Catasia, because Catasia, Miss Generosity, gave both Bear and I a whole bunch of the limestone, the new colored limestones. Oh, this. See, you guys in the audience, you didn't know this was just going to be a hearing test for you today. You just have to strain your ears to hear. Oh, so going inside. I love the sky in Sanguine Shores, and it makes a lot of blue and some green things look kind of teal. So love this furniture with the picnic baskets. So cozy and pretty. Wow.
You got rid all?
And we get a look at the new silver blocks used for mirrors. They're so much better. Pretty chest, fireplace. And you didn't build a clock this time. You used this fancy new one that we got. And you've got some nice wall art in here. This is a tiny little cottage, but it's cozy and comfy in here. There's one of my favorite of your wall art pieces, that sunburst.
Oh, I know 3.
That's not true.
They're all in here.
Liar, liar. And one of the things I happen to notice is look how good these new glass pieces look with the water posts put in. I love that. And they're so pretty.
Table.
Oh, back here in the living room, this is some of the new tables. They're pretty cool. There's the bigger version and then there's the smaller one.
That table's a inlaid coffee table.
Thank God you can continue to be reference head.
Can you hear me?
I can. Yeah, very well.
I don't know why they can't hear me. Because all the sound runs through your system. But yeah, that's an inlaid coffee table.
Can they hear you at all or you're just very quiet?
I don't know. The Alejandra just wanted me to repeat what I'm saying, which is pretty simple.
Okay, so I'll try to repeat what Feendish is saying. We just don't know what this sound problem is, and we're trying to stick to an hour today, so if we stop and spend a lot of time checking every sound thing, I don't know, or the show will be over. But this kitchen is very pretty, quaint little kitchen for a gorgeous little cottage. I'm just going to quickly try to see if I can Hey everybody, did that help any? Say something fiendish.
Something fiendish.
Did that help the volume, you guys?
No, I'm still low.
You're still low, but not
Yeah.
silent.
According to them, I'm still super low.
I've got.
Just call me back on Skype.
Sorry about this, guys. It's probably my fault, Diva Doofus and all, you know.
Okay.
How about now for everybody? Did that help any?
I don't know. I still see the BRB screen. If we don't resolve this, then we'll just shut it off.
So is video back?
Yeah, I got video.
And audio?
I don't.
Hey, you guys, can you hear Feendish
Says
any?
they can hear me. They can hear me. Am I still low? We just did. Okay.
We rebooted almost everything.
Yeah. They can hear us.
Oh, they can hear you too?
Yeah. Well,
Hooray!
but I'm still low.
You're still low.
Yeah.
Oh.
But better.
Oh, it's better. Okay. Well, I'm sorry about this. We actually do sound checks before the show, but sometimes we don't find a really odd situation till we get going.
Yeah.
I apologize. Well, I'm going to continue with the tour, and I'll try to repeat things that Feendish says if they seem important at all.
Okay.
So, you always have views from the inside to the outside, almost always. And, well, and you even create some when they don't exist, or you enhance them like here. But I love how you've done the two windows with one open.
Thank you. I think for things that are this small, having them both closed would just be really claustrophobic.
Yeah. So I think I was commenting before we actually went live that the sky in Sanguine Shores is such a beautiful one, and it tends to make blues and greens kind of look teal to me. So, I mean, look at these blue pillows. They look a little bit, I don't know, deeper and richer in here. And this basket that has green on it, it really looks, in this light to me, more teal. So it's amazing how different the different skies look. So here you've got that double window going too, so you can see the view out there. I love that. But such a pretty little cottage.
Thank you. Actually, I just did this one yesterday. And it took maybe 6 or 7 hours for this one.
Oh my God. I'm such an underachiever.
Yeah, yesterday.
It's all yellow limestone. See these walls? They look pretty. Boy, if you play on Graybriar, you're never going to get any at the auction house.
Never. Well, unless you're that person that likes to post stuff
Such a pretty place.
at a ridiculous profit.
So I like this dimension. You can see some of the new items we just recently got, some existing items we've had for a long time. And you've done that in a lot of your recent dimensions. Of course, all of us love to take advantage of the new stuff. So old and new is the one I want to go to now.
Okay.
Another one of your most recent builds. This one's, some people have seen this one already because I advertised it for her in DA chat.
Yes, that was evil.
Oh, I'm never evil. I'm always nice. Sugar and spice, that's me.
Huh.
So it's so fun to see this one because you get a really good look at this beautiful new dimension with the new key. Harvest Meadow. Love this. So, this is such a gorgeous Tudor style house, and I wonder how you have quite a few builds that are domiciles of all different sizes. You tend to do more that are not huge. You do some that are tiny, and then there quite a few kind of small and medium ones. But since you have so many, where do you get the idea for what, style, shape, period, and all of that when you're planning, I'm going to build a house now? What's your thought process there?
Well, I like Tudor architecture, but the thing is that a lot of times, without having, in a lot of dimensions, you just don't have the item limit to do it, because of all the landscaping and stuff that you have to do. There's not really too much landscaping here, so it was real easy to just, I don't know, that once I started with this one, it just kind of kept going and kept going and kept going. I don't even think I had a real plan. It just kind of took off and went.
I mean, this is just beautiful details on this. I even got interested in, when you told me about this one and I got to come see it, so I went on the internet and looked at some Tudor builds, and I found many that this looks really exactly like it. It's just so spot on to this this period. Gorgeous.
Thank you.
And I even noticed a lot of them have this, one side extends beyond. It's not completely a symmetrical build.
Yeah, well, Tudor is just, kind of like a broad architectural style that mostly means that, like, the beams are exposed. But I do like the style where there's that overhang. And I'll tell you what, as much as I like to sink stuff down into the floor and everything, that overhang was a real pain in the butt.
Well, yeah, I think from, when I was looking online, I think this one kind of resembles what they call the revivalist Tudor style, if people wanted to go check that out or anything. I'm kind of a nerd, so I like to kind of do research about stuff.
Yeah, well, I had looked at pictures of these previously, but for this one, I ended up working without a picture, without a floor plan, without anything.
Wow, that's amazing. And, I love all of the detail on this exterior, and just look at this front porch. This is beautiful. Look at all those intricately angled planks there, and wow, how pretty the contrast between the light color of the wall and then this dark trim. Really pretty.
Thank you.
The windows are a little high, though I can't quite peep in them as
Oh.
successfully as I like to. And what a beautiful front door here, too. Love that.
Red Six asked how long it took to build this one.
Oh, yeah. How long?
I started it last Saturday. I finished it Monday.
Oh, my God. You're just crazy. That's all there is to it.
Well, I pretty much did not do anything else once it started.
This is so pretty. And I love what you've done here with the dining room. You've got these gorgeous new chairs that we have. I know you could name what they are for people since I can't remember that stuff. But and then you built this armoire, whatever chest, china cabinet, whatever storage thing here, using the pattern, but adding your own enhancements to it, which I think is so beautiful.
Well, I think the pattern on some of this cartel stuff
Yeah,
really fits in with not just a Tudor theme, but like an Elizabethan theme.
yeah.
And sadly, I ran out, so.
Well, maybe you'll get some new grab bags and find some cool items soon. So there's another example of the great silver silver block mirror. Love that. And you've got these statues going. You're a big lover of all the statues that we have in the game. We call them Lady Justice and the Mansplainer, those last two. Actually, you're the person I first heard it call it the Mansplainer. So I'm walking into a stool. I love this shape that you use for this wood pile, and you use it for benches. I know you have it in your Gothic mansion as some chairs, and another one that we're going to go see shortly, which is an underwater dimension. You've used it in there too. I just think it's so beautiful, these curves. And a little different version of your flower artwork. Love that.
Yeah, one of the 3 pictures that I actually know how to do.
So let's see what's for dinner over here in the kitchen. So this was a feature I heard a lot of people comment on because you used terrain paint here, which is so awesome. It sizes so well now.
Yeah, now, used once upon a time it would have been a snow mound.
Yeah, yeah. And more of the glass bottles. So cool. And you've taken one of the new items and used it for the texture on these kitchen cabinets that you got. That looks so pretty.
Thank you. Yeah, there were a lot of these textures that we've really been wanting for a long, long time.
Yes.
I would have liked to have seen some more structural pieces out of Sanctum and Meridian, but hey, I'll take what I can get.
And is this the oak that you're using on the ceiling?
The what?
Oak.
On the ceiling?
Yeah.
Hold on a second, let me look up. No, that's mahogany.
Oh, it just looks a little bit lighter than usual in here to me. Very pretty. Love seeing that carpet tiles used too. You always have some dirty dishes in the sink. Now, if we came to your home in real life, do you have dirty dishes in there now?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm in my nice mode today. So I'm in my nice mode, so I'm going to say, look at this cauldron of delicious looking oatmeal
That's right.
on the stove.
Not grits.
But I'm not eating any of that crap. I'm having some of these eggs and pancakes and sausages and stuff. Yum! Yummo! Yeah, you're such a master at doing these, always adding the steam and the little bits of clutter and all these things that make it look so lived in. Really pretty. So we'll go upstairs. Now see, here's a different version of artwork. So this is at least 4 on your list now. And look, it uses statues. What a surprise. And, oh look, it's yellow limestone. But it looks pretty.
Back off my yellow.
I'm just teasing you. When here's a lamp, you've done your spinning shade, but you've got a new base. That looks pretty.
Yeah, I think I kind of went nuts with the new jar lamps.
Oh, they're so fun, though. Here you've got another cabinet with that cartel pieces as the texture. And I love this new chest. It's awesome. Wow. Scroll cabinet or something.
Yeah, that's the scroll cabinet.
Yeah. Wow, this is such a pretty sitting area up here. And, the views to outside, you are always so good about keeping those. Love it. I think this new clock item is one of my favorite new items. Oh, and there's some more statues. Pretty. There's Lady Justice. That's not the real name of the item. Whenever I name an item, just know that nothing is called that. And then you told me that this wasn't your favorite piece of art, but I like this Phases of the Moon piece that you did here. I think it's very pretty.
Thank you. I missed. I left some out. Like you got the crescent and the half, but there's no gibbous.
Oh my God, it's reference head.
Dude.
Keep going, keep going.
So I don't know. I just wanted something a little bit different.
I think it's cool. And this is the little office area here, so it's perfect.
Yeah, I couldn't really get the normal desk or anything there because there's no give. I don't typically use things like false floors and stuff, especially when I'm working on the upstairs. And this house is a lot bigger than most of the ones that I end up building.
Oh yeah, and right now this bedroom is on that big overhang side, isn't it?
Yeah,
So under us is,
both.
yeah, so you can't hide your usual stick-throughs down there.
Yeah, couldn't let anything hang under.
There's that bench again that I was admiring downstairs. Oh, and there's that inlaid coffee table from the other dimension.
Yeah, I like those tables. I mean, we got all this new stuff. I wish that it matched more of our existing textures.
Yeah.
But
we'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take what I can get.
And we'll use the hell out of it.
Yes.
So this is such a pretty bedroom. And see, the material you choose for the sunburst, I mean, this looks like a totally different piece here. Really love this one in gold.
Thank you.
Gorgeous bed, canopy bed. And the mirror, oh boy. That is pretty darn great.
That mirror might be my new pride and joy.
I mean, it's really fantastic.
It used to be the table, but now I think it's the mirror.
And I think Katasia can come to your dimensions now because she had a problem viewing some of the wacky,
The water texture.
yeah, the water textures. So she must truly be loving the silver. I hope she is. Oh, what a gorgeous view. So pretty. This dimension comes with pretty landscaping. I mean,
It
you've
does.
you've enhanced it, but it starts out pretty good. Oh, and this is a great bathroom. I mean, this is just maybe my favorite tub. I love the shape of the tub and then the fixtures. Wow, really good.
You have a big sink.
Yeah, you got a really big sink here in the bathroom. It looks great. And mirrors used as wall art too, functional and pretty. And then this was an interesting um, wall art piece that you did here with these wood bundles. That looks cool. So,
Thank you.
okay, so what was all that crap about 3 wall art pieces? So we've already seen like, a couple of new ones here. So,
These don't count since they just spun out.
yeah,
wood
yeah.
bundles.
Yeah. I'm making a hand sign now, but luckily there's no camera on me. Looks so pretty. Ooh, so let's jump to a really different one now. Oh, and by the way, we'll give out a bunch of prizes at the end. I don't know how excited people will be, though, because it's snails and corgis again. We are, trying to work with Tryon on getting some new prizes for streamers, but this is what we have now, so you can always make friends with somebody new by giving them a racing snail.
Yep.
Okay, so the one we're going to go to now is Poseidon's Folly. And it's not brand new, but it's recently done. And this is one of the things I didn't know, that this is done in Polyp Promenade, but you're using this upper part that's all water.
Yeah.
Well, as the starting point, yeah. And we'll go a little bit lower here. Well, I rushed past the entrance, but now we're down inside the main event.
It's all right. Up at the top, there's not really.
It's cool though. You have a shipwreck, and you have a shipwreck victim from quite some time ago, and and then the little sparkly entrance to get here. But it's pretty up there.
Well, the only reason that the entry point is up there is because sky projectors under the water won't take effect unless you're in the open air first.
Wow, that's an interesting tip. I didn't realize that.
So
That's
why
very
the
good
entry
to know.
point- That's why the entry point is up there, but the ceiling of Polyp Promenade is right above the water. So
Cool.
you got like a little bitty gap to be able to get to open air.
So I love your starfish.
Thank you.
Those are so pretty.
A little one-item starfish.
Yeah. And
Moment
I was
for the
just
win.
yeah. And I just was trying to point out these beautiful windows in here. Got some water blocks. Well, are those water or those are
Those are ice.
ice? Yeah, I thought maybe they were ice. Really pretty.
Yeah, I saw a picture on Pinterest. There was a covered bridge that was that looked just like this entry building right here, and I was like, I really like that, and I want to use it. So here it is.
Cool. And I know you have a soft spot for what I just refer to as historical architecture. That
Yes.
means I don't know what the hell it's called, basically. But yeah, but yeah, I love this building. I mean, it's gorgeous.
Well, I think it
Wow,
was
so
supposed to be
pretty.
like a classical reproduction of a
Yeah,
covered bridge somewhere in the U.S. and I don't even remember where it was now. I was like, I really like this one. So,
yeah, this is so pretty.
and then it dawned on me once this initial building was done that I was 600 items in, and I still had the whole rest of the dimension to do, including the gazebo that was supposed to be um, the whole point behind this build.
Well, I wasn't sure about these um, owner conversation piece. I think that's what it's called, but probably not. So don't rely on that name. But I really like them. They're much more versatile than I thought. That looks cool here.
Oh, the conversation piece.
Yeah. Wow, this is such a beautiful underwater landscape. Just love it. Oh wow, now we're to the biggest structure in here. This is a gorgeous building. Wow. And then a little bit frustrating too because I can't get in.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is the second time I've worked underwater, and there will not ever be a third time.
Yeah, she has another underwater dimension. If you've missed it, it's called Swimming with the Fishes.
Yeah,
And it's a really fun one too. It's quite
my
different from this one.
my giant aquarium.
Yeah. Oh, and I love my Tempest Bay doors here.
Hmm.
I named a dimension after them, so
Yeah.
wow, that's so pretty. I love the shells that you added on these structures. It's beautiful detail.
Thank you.
And then we're going to make it over here to the lovely star of the show, which is the smallest structure in here. This beautiful underwater gazebo. Wow. I love how when you have different structures in the same dimension, they're different, and yet you always reuse features so they, go together. And you've done that here, but this one has, some of the same features, but I think you added these spheres on here in the arch. Just always making it be special. You're really good at that. Got
Thank you.
more of your little starfish here. And then, oh, here's that shape that I was commenting on. I just love these seats. These remind me more of the chairs you have in, I think it's called Gothica, which has some of my favorite furniture ever morphed in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's where these had come from, but I was like, well, if you were a mermaid or whatever, and you had a tail, you wouldn't really be sitting in a normal chair. You would need, I don't know.
Yeah, Lazy Boy can't help you. You need a
Yeah.
special chair.
And you
Yeah.
can't sit in these anyways because it's underwater.
Oh, but it's just so pretty. Oh, I forgot to look up too. That makes such a gorgeous ceiling here. All these little denizens of the deep down here keeping us company. Wow, so pretty.
Thank you. I tried to put some of the fish in here from Summerfest, but they're so small that they just kind of got, you couldn't even see them in here, so they're not in here.
Well, and that's one of the fun things about your giant aquarium dimension is you made a lot of morphed fishies in there, and they're
Yeah.
really fun. So that's one you can go check out if you haven't seen it. Wow, this is really gorgeous. So I wanted to go to Evergreen. It's pretty different from this one. If anybody has any questions that aren't too rude or personal that you want me to ask Feendish, just type them in. So this one is Anywhere, which you have to check the label or the tag. Wow. Look at that rushing stream. Isn't that beautiful? Coming from that waterfall. You're just such a guru with transformations, Feendish, and with landscapes. It's spectacular. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Now I don't know what to do with the extra 500 items we got.
Yeah, I'm having that problem too. I've only found one of my Anywheres that I can even think of what I might do with it. Wow, it's beautiful. So we have a little return to some Tudor touches on this place, and yet it's it's somewhat different too. There you've used one of the new NPC birds. They're so pretty.
Odzola says I should build a guest room for her, and no, that's not how it works. Yeah, well, this was the first time I had tried to build a tutor, so I kind of went small with it because it was a lot of items, lining up all the brick and I don't know, trying to, and then you got it, anywhere, so you got to cover it up and.
Yeah, I know when we first got Anywhere, I was so excited because I thought, well, now I can do everything in it.
Yeah.
But then I got to thinking, this isn't too great. I got to do everything in it.
Yeah.
So it's good and bad.
Yeah.
There's beautiful windows here, and I see you have, it's a totally different design inside, different decor. You made some shade style window treatments in here instead of using the new colored curtains. Wow, look how warm and pretty this is. Now, you made the clock for in this one.
Yeah, well, I didn't have, this was a rebuild. Feendish's Anywhere used to be something, it was called like Lonely Cabin or something like that. I don't know, whatever it was. I got to the point where I didn't like it, so I tore it down and I put this up instead.
Well, it's really cool. And I see some of I call them your signature items that you use. Like a lot of times you have that coat tree, that you have in many of your homes. And like the trash can, this trash can you've started using. I like all these signature pieces, and yet I think every one of your kitchens looks quite different. This is a totally different stove. You use so many different materials. I just don't know how you think up so many wonderful combinations. This is a beautiful.
Stone tables.
This is a. Yep, they do work great for stoves.
And Vervain, any kind of Vervain jug.
And is that a cannon? I see.
Yeah, the hold on.
Yep.
Cannon.
That works great for that. God, more dirty dishes. Do you ever wash dishes?
Hell no.
And your main dishwashers aren't there anymore either. You used to have two main dishwashers with you, and they're gone now.
Yep.
They moved away. I'm talking about her sons. Oh, and I love these glass jars here too. Wow. And the striped canisters and so forth. I just love these.
Thank you.
And I know you stole them.
Yep. Sure did.
Wow, this is a great table and chairs here. Great dining room. Love that. You never miss a detail either. You have for that style table, you did all those underneath slats and planks. Looks perfect.
Thank you. That's an old table. I just swapped out some of the textures.
Wow.
I don't ever make anything new. Just keep reusing everything.
Shut up.
Just reskin it. It'll be all right.
What lies? Do not listen. Ooh, and upstairs now. And another version. It's really different. Oh, this is one of your signatures I always think of as you have usually a pair of shoes. Sometimes you have boots on the porch or in the front entry. I just love those details. I always look for your little signature things.
Yep, that's your gravy boats.
Where? No, I see. I love gravy boats, yes. I'm down to only 96 gravy boats and only 15 banquet kits. 15 or so. I might have a couple more. Wow, love this chest. I don't even think I need to hear what people are typing in there. I have a feeling it's not very flattering. Wow, what a bedroom. And the knitting setup here. So pretty.
I am glad that they gave us all the different colored spheres now.
Me too. It's one of my favorite parts is that we now have red, blue, and green spheres, and then of course all the rest of the beautiful colors. So wow. This is so pretty. That may be my favorite statue now, I don't know. Well, my actual favorite are ones I can't ever get, like the dwarf statue and
Oh,
the
yeah.
one of the copper statues. You know, I think I have one of some kind of copper statue. The mage, or I don't even know what they are. Yeah. You know, I notice a lot more people add little kind of clutter imperfections into their builds now, and you were one of the first builders that I saw do that, like, you know, this stack of books, which it's one of the things that makes it so lived in. I mean, I know it's a little detail, but I'm starting to see these little bits of stuff on the floor, and I think you're one of the influencers there. You made people put junk in their dimensions. Oh, there's another pretty version of your lamp. It's got the stripy base.
I do like the stripe effects. So, thanks, Image and Livy.
Yeah.
'Cause I can't find that.
She always tells me that every time I comment on the striped canisters and pots and urns and everything. She always says, Z-Mage and Lovey, Lovey and Z-Mage. Ding ding. I don't know, can you see my cursor? Really pretty. We have time for one more? Ooh, it's one now. We got time for one more. This, I'm going to go to Grey Lords.
Oh, well, that's not a new one.
Oh yeah, I won't go to that one. That's not new. That's right.
But
About
we can go there. I like that one.
how about Blue Creek Cabin?
Okay. One's new-ish.
There it is. This one's by DeManor, and it's in Endless Eclipse. But I bet we're not going to know that. Wow. This is one of your signatures, is very lush landscaping.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably pretty sloppy, but
No,
I don't know.
it's
I
not
really
at all.
wanted to try to totally cover up um, the base area.
Wow. You just have no idea where you are.
I mean, I love Endless Eclipse because it is so easy um, to transform in a lot of ways, and there's no entry point in here that's coming off the default entry.
Wow, just look at this gorgeous stream here. You really work with the water items so well. I know you spend a lot of time making sure splashes get placed correctly and all of that. I am just amazed at how realistic your water features are. This is just as gorgeous as any that you do.
Thank you.
Very, very pretty. Wow. Oh, this is such a pretty cottage here.
Yeah, it wasn't intended to be a house at first, but I had put so much into the landscaping that plans kind of changed.
So a house takes less items than what was this going to be at first?
Like another cathedral.
Okay. Yeah, I think a house is a few less items than a cathedral. I mean, you had a very similar chair to this in the first dimension that we went to, Simplicity, which you did in blue. And we're so lucky to have these new colors now because this just looks so different here. You always have a pretty specific color scheme for your builds, and it's really makes them extra beautiful. So we've got some gold, and then we have, oh, what a beautiful green room.
Yeah.
And
I keep wanting to ask for white, but I'm kind of scared of how it might turn out. Just throwing it out there.
well, yeah, you want pristine, clean white, not stomped on the ground and your dog rolled on it, and maybe more white. Yeah.
Grayish.
I love these candles that you've started doing this year too. They're so pretty.
Thank you.
All colors, all sizes, all lengths. They're great. Oh, and there's, you were talking about the table that you used under the phases of the moon painting in Old and New. Here's one of the desks that um, you might find something similar to this in her office nooks, and a lot of times you have this mail. I love that, the post.
Yeah,
Hey,
I like doing the deaths, and I don't like everything being real clean and neat. I mean, as far as this is supposed to be, like somewhere where I might live, and it's not going to be
yeah, lived in.
perfect. Yeah.
Hey, look, a different kind of wall art.
Huh.
We're way past 3 now. We're at least at 6. I think even higher. This is
Oh,
a beautiful bedroom. See the color selection. You've got these gray rugs. You've got the the pillows. Are those actually the lavender ones?
no, those are the black and the white and
Oh,
black.
okay, black. Oh, they're kind of gray. They look kind of lavender here. And you know the curtains pick it up. I mean, I love seeing the different colors, and I love that we have these now. And of course, I can't help but notice gray wood planks.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when I first built this one, um, that was right around when we got the Graywood planks, and I had
Ooh,
built it all with gray wood, and then they did something and changed the direction of the planks, and I got a heads up from somebody that you know my planks were all jacked up. He came in here, and every single plank was torn around at the 90 in the y-axis,
oh yeah, I remember that.
and I about lost my mind.
Yeah, I remember you fixing that for quite a while.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I ended up just um, doing a reskin with plain wood until they finally got it fixed. So that was like 300 and some planks.
Oh,
Not not happy.
I think I was actually in here when you were doing your fixing, and what a bunch of cursing!
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like a kitchen people actually use. There's some stuff out on the counters. You know, you typically do that. And I really like this one, this red kitchen you did with these red pedestals, which are, you know, maybe not the most beautiful item, but when you manipulate them and use them in a different way, I think they can be awesome.
Oh, I think they're awesome
I
countertops
love
and
them
stuff.
here. Yeah, they're awesome like this. Wow, cool, cool cabinets and a different version of the stove. That's cool. Wow, this is a pretty table. I love these cushions you've got on the chairs, more spinning. So, well, I've gone over a little in order to come into this one, and we still got to give out prizes.
Yeah.
So, how about if we say this is that if you would like to be win a prize, please stay in here, and I'm gonna pop out of this so you won't continue to see anything on screen, but I'll be in chat rolling to give out prizes. And if you already have 3 racing snails and 4 radar corgi pets, and you just the thought of getting another one is, hurts you. You go ahead and you can go ahead and go and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Feendish, for filling in at the last minute.
Yeah.
I've seen all of these dimensions before, but it's always a pleasure to come back and visit them again.
It's just on the BRB screen.